Hello everyone and welcome to the next video of Questmasters Early Access. Now keep in mind this, by the time I'm making this video and the game will be currently on access. The game is on sale for just $20. Well worth the steal. If you guys aren't sure if the game is right for you, you can try out the demo version, which is also available on Steam. So, to recap from last week, I just want to apologize to everyone to believe that the big update will likely occur this Friday, but it did not. It's just a regular update. After speaking with the developer, it says that they weren't sure about that, but they actually announced it that next Friday is where the major update kicks in the next month of August. I was following the roadmap. It says here in July, but they had to push it back to August, around next Friday. Anyway, guys, now that we're here, let's go ahead and discuss about what's in store for this week's update. So it says here that you can now place a sword in your dungeon. Finally, you can place a sword somewhere in your dungeon. This works in tandem with Swordless Dungeons, a dungeon tag you can enable, which makes you start without the sword. Ah, yes. We have the ability to find the sword, put down the sword, but that's going to explain in the next section of how, indeed, exactly do you put down the sword. So let's go ahead and move on to the next one to read about. It says, introducing the sword pedestal. In addition to being able to place your sword anywhere, there's a new type of pedestal specifically for swords, the sword pedestal. Ah, as you can see on the picture, there's a picture of a new pedestal, which is designed for the sword. Very nice. It has this feel of Camelot, of medieval times, like where Arthur tries to pull the Excalibur from the rocky pedestal, and also based on Zelda games out there where you have to pull the Master Sword from the pedestal. Well, here it is. We got ourselves a unique sword pedestal for the sword. You can also give up your sword or just pick it up from the pedestal. We'll talk about it in the video. As you can see here, you can also put down 3 different pedestals with the sword types, like the regular sword, like the boring pedestal for the sword, the pedestal which requires the amount of coins you need to buy the sword, and of course the one and only, the sword pedestal, which makes perfect sense. So coming here, we have here new custom map icons for all pedestal. With the new sword pedestal, we thought it would be beneficial to give each pedestal a unique map icon. Very helpful. As you can see, the sword on the pedestal on the right is where it shows. And of course, a pedestal here, and the one in the middle, which is the coin pedestal. Very nice, very nice. Oh, here it is. Let's read about this one. The Calm Before the Storm. The first major content update will release next Friday, so mark your calendars. It's going to be the biggest update by far that we've ever released, so we hope you are very excited for it. It introduces a brand new dungeon theme and many new dungeon parts. Awesome! That's the update I've been looking forward to. And everyone, of course. This is a very important major update. Not only we get a new theme, but we get all new dungeon parts as well. So, I am looking forward to it. And of course, it says calling all creators. So we can just skip that. And of course, I'm already a content creator of this, so I can abide that. Okay, guys, so now we actually cleared this up. It's time to move on to our first video demo. This demo will show you what it looks like, what it's like to picking up a sword. You'll start out without a sword, and afterwards you pick up the sword, fight the enemies. In the end, you sacrifice your sword for the relic. So guys, please enjoy the presentation of this video that I put together. And there you have it, guys. That's our little representation for the sword update, where we talk about nothing but swords. Alright guys, time to put it to the practice. We'll be discussing two things for this video. So here's number one. Okay, so now we're here. Let's go ahead and enter. So we're gonna make a new one. Doesn't matter which tile that we'll use. It's just for testing purposes. Okay. So here we are, guys. So first things first. If you want to make sure you want to go swordless, like we already have our sword. To make it swordless, you go here to this information, and you put down swordless. So what it does is you'll start the dungeon without your sword. As you can see, I'm pressing the button, which means I don't have a sword on me. So that being said, what you need is to get the sword from here. Like you just put it anywhere on the map. It doesn't matter. So this is just a little demonstration. So we don't have our sword right now, but once we pick it up, we can immediately use our sword right away. Same mechanics and everything. So we are going to explore the buff of the pedestals. 3 different types. So we're gonna put these 3 down here. Of course, the last one will be a unique one. Most appropriate. We're gonna put this 5, just for a little demonstration. So we're gonna copy each of these here. Okay. So notice there's 3 pedestals with 3 swords on top. The first one is not so great. The second one costs 5 coins, and the third one, which is pierced within the pedestal, by pulling it out you grab a sword. That's like the most appropriate thing for the sword to use, and how to pull it out, and yada yada yada. So let's go ahead and pick up one by one. Okay. So what happens if we pick up another sword? I'm actually curious. Oh, basically a replacement sword. It makes no difference actually. So self-explanatory. If you pick up 5 coins, you can just buy the sword. Same way. Okay, so let's test some properties that we can actually use. The pedestal works the same way as previous other pedestal with items. I already have some dungeons about using an item to put on top of the pedestal to open a doorway or close the doorway, stuff like that. So we're gonna give it a condition. If we go here, we'll put this one right here, and we're gonna use the retractors. So I'm gonna put one right here and one right here. And actually, I made a mistake. Forgive me. It's supposed to get a shape, not condition. So we're gonna put each in one of these. And so we're gonna do this. Okay. Now, watch what happens when we pick up the sword from the pedestal. So as I pull out the sword, this one goes down and this one goes up. Same way with the items, as I covered that like about a few weeks ago. So if you put down the sword here, it works the same way. It also works the same way with the doors. So it's gonna be one interesting dungeon that people will make using this sword. Okay, guys, that covers that. So we're gonna move on to the next section. So here is the next topic. Right. So now we have the map for. You have the icons for the map. If you go here, you can actually see the sword pedestal on the map. So that way you'll know where it is when you visit the room for the first time, or you pick up the map along the way. Now, if we go here, we'll add a few more, just for the testing purposes. We put it right here. We'll put the sword there. Also, we can put this one here as well. And out of curiosity, I want to see if these work. Okay. Remember, this is for testing purposes, so let's give it a try. If we pause, yeah, the sword is there. The pedestal coin there is there, and also the regular pedestal. So unfortunately, the other items don't show up. So yeah, the only difference is the sword is presented on the map. So yeah, well, I believe that covers up the video about the sword update. Go crazy with the sword update, guys, because by next week on Friday, the new major update kicks in. So yeah, exactly what it says. Mark your calendars, because next Friday the big update kicks in. I'm looking forward to it. So be sure to subscribe to my video for more videos in the future, more content that you'll see. I can't wait. I can't wait for next week. So anyway, guys, take care, and I'll see you in my next video. So, goodbye.